So when you join the gang, right, you know that there's only two options. You're gonna get smoked or you're gonna go to prison. Ain't no other option. If you active and you in the streets, like active, active, eventually you're gonna get popped. I don't give a shit. You can only get away for so long. So I got a homeboy that this fool come out to the neighborhood. He got an already. Got an already. My little homeboy tell him, yo, can't come out here like this. See, that's how it was back in our day. You can't come in neighborhoods, and definitely was like that in LA. I don't care if you're a neutron or what. You're not coming out here like that. Period. Look. So, anyway, I found out we was going to work. I'm going to work. And they in the back calling. Shut up, Mom. Come here. Like, right there on the brick. By the water, piss and shit right there. But they got a big old brick where the fountain, where you drink water, all that. Go up there, in the back. Hey, what's up, cuz? He like, show him your back. But like, back. I'm like, all right. What's up? He say, cuz say he 187. I say, oh, cuz is a disciple. You like, that nigga say he 187, cuz. So then he start trying to explain this nigga got 6 points on his back. Pitchforks going through it, but like that. Pitchforks going through it. So I'm like, what's that? He's like, oh no, in the world, see, that's how we get down. This is like, oh, y'all can put this shit right out my mouth. Damn. So look, let me say, the exact words like, no, this is how we do it in the world. We run together. It's, I think it's like an 8 ball or something. This is what we do. I say, okay, so what that got to do with you, with the big 6 point star and the pitchforks on your back? They were like, no, like we all won. I said, okay, well, show me a folk walking around with Crip gang on. Gangster Crip, GCCG, show me any of that. Now, does that sound right to you? Oh, no, this is how we rock in the world. That ain't how we rock up in this penitentiary. So you come from the motherfucking free world with that dumb shit. You already know what we did. Yeah, you already know what we did. I looked at Blue Jay, I say, left out, went to work. They ain't get him that day. A couple days later, a homie get out, boom, whoop. They were like, what you gonna do? See, that's a setup. See, look, let me tell you. See, that's the crazy shit about, person, right? Like, see, you got that homie, he get straight at him, right? Boom, 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 boom. He already know what the deal is. He know what the deal is. Everybody knows what the deal is. That means you're out. Everybody knows. So it wasn't really like, oh man. So he actually trying to buy time because he know. So we ain't smoke him right then. We wasn't gonna smoke him right then. He ended up catching out though. So he ended up going to because you gotta catch out because you know we're finna smoke it now. Like you finna smoke. Like nigga, you might as well be a folk. You might as well be a folk. What is you talking about? And then this is Blue Jay you talking about. You coming up here talking about you 18-7. Come on now. But he ended up catching out though. But just like that. That's what I'm saying. Them fools be doing that shit out of here. Look, first and foremost, you know what you're signing up for, right? You know when you in the game, man, we finna run down through there. Let's run down through there. We finna run down. Look, first and foremost, when you in the game, right? Y'all make sure y'all smash that like and subscribe and y'all comment. We finna run down through here today. I'm finna run y'all down through here. We finna run down through there. Y'all make sure y'all share this, man. So when you join the game, right, you know that there's only two options. You're gonna get smoked or you're gonna go to prison. Ain't no other option. If you active and you in the streets, like active, active, eventually you're gonna get popped. I don't give a shit. You can only get away for so long. So if you active, you're gonna get you gonna come see us, right? And he come down there and your shit's so messed up that you can't even make it down here. So when you come down here, especially, we from those look, we don't wear red. You would never catch us wearing red. And I ain't even an active gang member no more. That ain't what I represent, but that's what I am. No matter what. If I pull my shirt off, you see any tattoos, I can't tell them that. So I always will be what I am. Right? But that's not how I'm gonna represent myself, period, though. That's not how I'm gonna represent myself at all. But it is what it is. Hey, you make them mistakes and you gotta live with them. You ink your body up with all them gang tattoos and then think that you could tell the next person, oh man, what? And they ain't trying to hear it. So understand that when you inking your body up. Understand that. But the thing is, when you come in here and we on these, we got old, we ain't, and that's about the thing about the penitentiary changing, right? Because they probably don't give a damn now. But when you came down there then on Ferguson unit, and you come in here with all of that, we ain't trying to hear that. Just like now, Crips will wear red. Come on now. Come on now. Crips wear red. I got a homeboy, and I'm sure we all got homeboys. I'll make sure y'all jump in the comments. Tell me y'all got a homeboy that went down like this. So I got a homeboy that this fool come out to the neighborhood. He got in all red. Oh, got all red. My little homeboy tell him, yo, can't come out here like this. See, that's how it was back in our day. You can't come in neighborhoods, and definitely was like that in LA. I don't care if you're a neutron or what. You're not coming out here like that. Period. Came out there. They jam up, told him, look, he said, I don't buy it. He said, okay, don't come out here like that no more, though. We don't allow that in the hood. We don't allow that. Turned around, came back out there. The homie seen him, called him leaving, chased him down. They went and spent like 25 years in prison behind it. So why they always talking about what they big homies do, what they big homies down for, what they big homies got lost their lives for, and y'all like, nah, we gonna hold on to that because that's what the homies they in prison for life and all that for this. A lot of them in prison for life for somebody coming in the hood wearing red. Why you wearing red? Ain't that disrespectful to your big homies? That should be disrespectful to your big homies. Imagine I'm one of the big homies down there, and y'all always holler on the big homies this, the big homies that, and I'm down here because somebody came out here with that wrong color on. They was told otherwise, don't do it, and then boom, and then I look around and my homies wearing red. Yeah.
So what does Crips stand for then? Is Crips like what they say it stand for? revolution in progress.
What Crip do you know that's a revolutionary? Say, let me tell you something about it. The thing is, gangbanging then went mainstream. They tried to make it cool to gangbang. So that's just like when you start seeing everybody sea walking. What are y'all doing that for? Because the guy homies didn't die for that, right? Behind that, well, why are you doing that? Because they're mainstream. Then they get Snoop all the way mainstream, and they get people like Lil Wayne. All of a sudden, Lil Wayne just came with blood, and the world just exploded, right? So now we got a whole bunch of these gang members now. We got a whole bunch of them now. But while they in their matches and doing it, not in their matches, forget that. While they on a yacht on the way to Europe, ain't worried about no Crips or Bloods whatsoever. Whatsoever. They in their matches. They living the life. And you done join the gang on the strength of them because it sounds popular, but you the one in the streets and you the one dying going to the penitentiary. And they ain't gonna send you no money. But you the one dying and going to the penitentiary, right? So what they have done is they've been mainstream gangbanging, crip. And then you got somebody that come along and say CRIP stands for Community Revolutionary in Progress. Okay. You can't show me no revolutionary that was a Crip, period. Not even Tookie, and not even Raymond. Not even Big Jamil, Big James out of Harlem. You can't name nobody who was a revolutionary. Big Tookie and them got known for jumping on other blacks and taking their jackets and stuff. They talk about it in their books. That's where they know. Crips have always preyed on our own community, on our own people. That's what Crips has always done. That's not what a revolutionary do. So where do that come from? That come from now y'all trying to make that look like, oh no, yeah, this is what Crips is. They committed revolution. And try to make it cool and sound cool when it's not cool. It's not. That's not what we do. That's not what we ever did. So where that come from? Another ploy to get people in gangs to make it sound like something. Let me tell you. You know what a revolutionary is? They fight for the people.
Right.
So what we did or what I did coming up and what Crips do is always prey on our people, our community, drugs and everything else. There's nothing revolutionary about us. Period. Period. And you know, it is what it is. At the same time, though, that's still disrespectful to other revolutionists. That's not what we are. So, period. So don't try to like soften the tone to make it look like okay, it's cool. Especially when like, hey, like me, I know what's wrong. Let me tell you something. You remember when I don't know if you remember the time he was out there on trying to come on the corner. I was punching on you, made you leave and shit. So I remember I believe I wrote you. We was talking about it. You said, not telling you, like, I never want you on that corner because we got so much going on that corner. And hey, I might die anytime. You tell me, if you die, I want to be there and die with you. Say, It's things like that when I was doing all that time in the penitentiary that made me have so much regret, right? And the reason for it is because you got your family, you got people like my little brother, right? That I was his world. And that he felt like at 9, 10 years old, if you die, I die with you. That ain't sane. You know what I'm saying? That's not sane for a person to put their family through that. But that's what your family gonna go through. And then you're gonna get down there, you're gonna find out your family is all you got. That's what you're gonna find out. That's all you got. That always stuck with me. Always. So I was a fool. I did all that. But the thing was, when it was time to go from there, I found a perfect place to leave all that there. Mm. Huh. You heard me? Huh. When they say, boom, you can go, I left all that there. All that there. Because now I even see more clearly. And I say that to say this. We was doing all the stuff we was doing against Bloods, especially in Texas. Because, you know, Crips, we don't bang against each other in Texas. We don't rock like that. We just, you know, at least then, we don't rock like that. So my enemy's always just been Bloods. Then I get down there, and I find out we ain't rocking like this. Like, these are my partners. They just wear a different color. But we think the same. Why the hell am I trying to kill you behind you wearing a different color? And we think the same. You're the same as me. And you my brother. We all get cool in the penitentiary. All us boys off Ferguson, Crips, Bloods, all of that, we are all cool to this day. You know that. You you slept, we slept when we went to Fort Worth, we slept at the homeboy Soul House. On the Stop Six finest. And some of the other homies from Stop Six came through to hang to mess with me. So what are we banging for again? Whoa, why is they my ops again? Why? I got I got crib homies. I go somewhere. I can't spend no night at their house. What are you talking about? So yeah, that's all, man. The thing is, like when I got locked up, I told DA, under no circumstances whatsoever can my little brother be from the set. He say, I, that's what it is. Why would I say that? Why would I try to run you off the corner? Because I know what I'm doing is wrong. So to sit here and act like everything is cool, it's all fun, you know what you are doing is wrong, and it can cost your life, it can cost lives, either way it go, because you know what you sign up for, penitentiary or death. That's it. You know what you sign up for. I'm not gonna let my little brother sign up for that. Maybe I was built for that. Maybe I need to go through that. Maybe that was what God had planned for me in my life. You know, hey, you the one that's I'm gonna put you through this. Okay. But I knew what I was doing was wrong. So let's not act like it's right. Let's not you know you wrong and then you do something else wrong because man, look. You see, and that's the thing, right? Because you know when you're doing something wrong, you just choose to keep doing it. You know. Man, what you got, little bro?
So let me ask you something else on the same note. So all this GC and CG stuff going on, did you see about the Kunta is
Kunta, Gumby,
Kunta and Gumby?
Yeah.
Did you check that out? Did you see what happened in that episode?
Yeah, I seen a lot of people say, like, they seen them Gumby blow up on Kunta, whatever. But what I seen was that you can only call it embarrassment. You can only call it embarrassment. And then the reason why I say this is because I've seen Gumby do some good interviews. I've seen Kunta do some good interviews, but Kunta really spit. Right. So the thing is now when y'all get to a platform that, you know, a number of people going to see, younger people, all of that. Right. So let me fast forward a little bit. I watched the interview with Percy and Bob Report. Bob Report is the one that did the interview. And he was telling Percy in the interview, which is out, that, hey, no, they both knew that we was all gonna be here. He's like, and when Gumby got here, Kunta went in there and shook his hand, introduced himself, and they talked. And then at the end of the day, Gumby is the one that took Pastor Eli and Kunta to their room, make sure they got their say. So my thing is, this happens off camera, but look what you show us on camera. Why you couldn't show us the flip side of that? Why couldn't be the flip side of that? Why? And what I mean by that is because when he introduced himself and it was an issue, and y'all should have did all that hollering and was storming off and all that and looking crazy off camera. Y'all could have been did that. And then y'all could have showed a unified front on camera. You feel me? So why we didn't do that? Why the antics? You could have used that as a teaching moment. Because you could have showed them that, yo, look, I'm telling them this, we tell them that, we talk about it calmly, coolly, get our point across, and then show that two men can, talk and do whatever without that, like you did off camera. So why we didn't show them that side, not that, because I want to be like the cameraman, why we couldn't show the people that side of y'all on camera? Why y'all couldn't been on camera and whatever y'all did off camera, that was y'all persona here. So once again, like to me, that was like a sad moment because what they looked was two grown ass men arguing about gangbanging. So they're your community revolutionary in progress. Look at them. They're the big homies now. Look what they're arguing about. You feel me? You could have used that moment to teach right then. If y'all all about the community and everything we do, then we can use that moment to teach. Right? This is how we do. Talk with whatever, hug it out. Look, this is what it is. Don't do me like this on camera, but off camera we like this. Come on now. That's crazy. That's crazy. So that was your revolutionary moment.
In progress.
So where's the revolution at? To me, that looked like division. It was chaos. It was pure chaos. And now that's the talk of the town. Once again, on whose time? The Crips time. Yeah, once again, that's all I got for that. That's all I got for that.
Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Comment.